iPad mini 7 features 8GB of RAM compared to 4GB on the previous model, and they're a major reason for the upgrade. Apple just announced the iPad mini 7 to the public in a surprise press release, and the device received pretty major upgrades, which we had already covered. It was previously speculated that the iPad mini 7 will either come with an A17 Pro chip or the latest A18 chip. It appears that the company went with the prior and reserved the latter for the iPhone. Apart from this, it is interesting to note that the iPad mini 7 houses 8GB of RAM, which is up from 4GB on the iPad mini 6. Apple's latest iPad mini 7 comes with 8GB of RAM for Apple Intelligence and faster, better multitasking. Apple's decision to double the amount of RAM in the iPad mini 7 is not an unintentional upgrade, as the company has planned major features for the device. Soon after the company's WWDC event in June, it was discovered that Apple Intelligence will only be available on the iPhone 15 Pro models and all newer models as a requirement for the new features to work. Seemingly, the company began an upgrade spree for all of its devices, and the new iPad mini 7 is part of its plans to stretch the Apple Intelligence market. With that said, 8GB of RAM on the iPad mini 7 will bring Apple Intelligence to Apple's budget iPad. If you want to take advantage of Apple Intelligence, the iPad mini 7 is the cheapest device from the company that will boast new features. However, the increased RAM will be beneficial for a lot of other tasks as well, such as faster upload times and better multitasking, which is one of the main reasons for getting an iPad in the first place. Will you experience faster upload times when returning to an app, as having 4GB of RAM on an iPad is not so great, given the fact that apps had to refresh before fully returning to their functionality? It is great to see that Apple is gradually upgrading its entire product line with upgraded RAM and powerful internals to bolster Apple Intelligence features. However, it remains to be seen which route the company would choose when upgrading the entry-level iPad. We suspect that the device will not feature Apple Intelligence features as of yet, as the company would position it as a standard iPad with features powered by iPadOS 18 or later versions. iPad mini 7's A17 Pro chip is not the exact same chip as the iPhone 15 Pro models, as it features slight variations. We will share additional details on the iPad mini 7, so be sure to stick around before you make a decision.